Hello, my friend. Welcome to live chat. I need to do one very quick housekeeping thing. Thank you, Flory. I completely forgot to do the things that I always do before I start chat. And I'm sitting here doing nothing for like ever. I completely forgot to do a couple of things. So I just need to click just a couple of clicks and then we will get there. Hold on. Where is it? Where's the button? There it is. Hold on, Flory. I'm coming to save you. Okay, that should be it. That should do it. Let's see. Did it work? All right. I just have to look and see, make sure it worked. I don't see it. There it is. All right. Sweets. Hello, my friends. Welcome to live chat. This was a very busy week and a very just exciting, when you do something and you're excited about it, and a lot of time has been building up to this moment. When you're done, it's like, oh. So this week in chat, I just want to like hang out. I want to drink my coffee, hang out with my internet friends, drink the tears of my enemies. And just relax and have some fun. And we can talk about makeup stuff. We can talk about other things. I'm just going to like leave it open. But yeah, I just want to relax and just hang out. So we'll see what we end up talking about. If you're watching this on the replay, I do plan on doing timestamps so that you can know what we end up talking about, so you can decide whether you want to watch it or not, because I don't want to waste your time. So yeah, but before we get into all of the topics and what my big thing was this week, I'm going to give you a brief overview of what happened this week, and then I'm going to do a full video on it that I'm going to film on Tuesday with any questions you have about it. But I'll do like a quick summary. But let me just say hello very quickly to the people that are here live in the collective brain of Makeup Awesomeness. We do this at 10 a.m. Eastern time on Sundays. If you aren't able to make it, you participate in the collective brain by leaving a comment down below of your thoughts. And there's no limit to the number of comments you can leave. Actually, it helps me out when you leave more comments because it's considered more engagement. So don't feel like, you should limit how many comments, if you're watching and you want to leave a comment 15 minutes in and then you think of something else and you want to leave another comment, that actually helps me. So it's up to you how you would like to engage. I just want to make sure you know what your engagement means and what it does. So yeah, thank you for participating, whether you're live or on the replay. So good morning to Kimberly. Thank you for being here. I'll click on your names. Good morning to Yasu Cherry and Alicia and Monica. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And Alicia, you are awesome as well. Thank you for being here. Whoa, Monica, it's so dark, 6:30 a.m. I forgot that you were so far away. 6:30 a.m. Wow. Jilly, good morning to you. Enjoying your last day of vacation. Well, thank you so much for choosing to spend your last day of vacation, your free time that you could choose to do anything you want. Thank you for choosing to spend it with me. I appreciate you. I take that as a huge compliment. Anna, rise and shine. Happy Sunday, everyone. God bless you all. Thank you so much, Anna. Thank you for being here. Vicky, so good to see you. Good morning to you. And Kimberly, I read this before chat started, and I completely agree. I really don't mean to toot our own horn, but we have an awesome group of people here. Like, I really enjoy our space here. Me too. Me too. And that's why I definitely, I think that this is going to be the highlight of my Sunday, is just hanging out with you all and just talking about whatever. And yeah, good vibes. Absolutely good vibes. 100%. Gigi, happy to see you. Nice, Gigi. Good to see you. And then Gigi, I actually looked on shopfawnbeauty.com to see their Grace's shirt before chat started, and I couldn't find it. They had some Fawn branded stuff, but I didn't see a Grace's shirt. So, maybe you can leave it as a comment or something. If you put the website link or whatever, I'll just approve it. It's totally fine. I'll work it out. So even if you don't see that it posted, I'll find it and I'll make sure it goes live. So, good morning, everybody. Oh, and Diana. Diana, I want to thank you so much for following my new company, which is called Mad Marshmallows on TikTok. I noticed, I saw you, and for all of your support. I really appreciate it. I've seen you kind of popping around following different things. So thank you, Diana. And I've seen your comments for a very long time. So I just wanted to shout out to you, Diana. Thank you so much. All right. Oh, and Consuelo's here and Teresa. Okay, so let's talk about Teresa for a second. So Teresa was kind enough to make me a Mad Marshmallows t-shirt that she sent to me, rush shipping, so that I would have it for launch day. Like, how amazing is this woman? How amazing. Like, really? So let me just kind of show you what happened. So for, I guess it was the beginning of May, I've been making marshmallows for a while. I was posting them on Twitter for a while when I was just having fun experimenting with flavors and different things. Some of them came out awful. Like there's an orange cream one. If you look back along, a while back, it was way too wet and sticky and awful. So that was one I had posted. My mint chocolate chip, I had posted a picture of that one. Yeah, so I was posting them on Twitter, and then I left Twitter. I just decided it wasn't a platform for me to really fully participate in. I still retweet and stuff like that, but I don't post very much. Every once in a while I'll reply something to somebody, but I don't post anymore. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. So so I was posting my marshmallows for a while, and then I was like, you know what? These are really freaking good. I started bringing them to my ukulele practice on Tuesdays and having my friends taste them, and they were loving them. And then I was like, you know what? I can make this into a business. I think I can, and I think it'll be fun. Like I had this. Well, let me show you the pictures from this past weekend. I went to the Fulton Farmers Market. Actually, it's called the Maple Lawn Farmers Market. It's in Fulton, Maryland, and I was able to get a space there even this late in the season, which I was so excited about. And this is what it looked like. That was my little spot with my logo, and we were trying to figure out what we wanted to put on the top. That's actually a banner on the top. And I wanted to put artisan marshmallows because that's kind of what I consider them. But gourmet, I think people are more familiar of what gourmet means than artisan. So we chose gourmet instead. I guess we could have put like homemade or something like that. But yeah, so we wanted it to look like really bold. So when I went to a bigger market, because this is a smaller market, when we went to bigger market, I wanted it to stand out. So yeah, so there's the stand. There's little John sitting there when we were getting ready to start. So that was the very beginning of the day. Yeah, and we sold out. We sold out. And I had friends that came by. I had a couple friends, I had a neighbor and another friend. One of my friends from ukulele came by, and they decided not to purchase because they wanted other people at the market to be able to purchase it. And I'm just going to make them boxes later, which I felt so bad that they like came out there and then weren't even able to buy any. Like I told them they could, and they were like, no, you need to sell them to other people. We've already tried them. So I'm going to make them separate boxes. But anyway, so I did have my friends from ukulele came, some of my neighbors, some friends of their friends. Little John advertised it in his classroom, which was so sweet. He like told his class like, hey, my mom is going to start selling marshmallows. Like they've been a part of the whole process, both my kids, and it's been a passion project making these marshmallows. And it's really fun. It's so fun. And I've talked about this multiple times that I thought about at one point, I had an idea for a makeup company. And another time I had an idea for a skincare company. I looked into it, and I'm so glad I didn't go that route because I feel like with makeup and skincare, there's so many brands out there. It's so oversaturated, and you really have to find something different. And it's hard. It's hard to find something that people haven't thought of. It's hard to find something unique that makes you stand out in the makeup and skincare space. It either needs to be branding or a collab or, maybe it puffs somehow. Like, you know what I mean? Like you have to have almost something gimmicky in order to like trick people into buying it when it's really like kind of the same thing, like a lot of times. But like, for example, like, I use this today. We're going to talk about this at the midway point, the Ouija board palette. It's like, it's a fabulous palette. I'm going to do a full review this week. But is the color story really that unique? No. Why people buy this is because it's a Ouija board, palette. We've got the Play-Doh palette. People have nostalgia for it. It's not really because of the colors inside necessarily. I mean, sometimes it is, but not really at this point. And I just feel like with the marshmallow thing, Like, it's not oversaturated. I can be creative and have fun without the pressure of having to create something new that's different. You know what I mean? Like, it's easy to come up with something new and different. Like, not easy, but it's easier than makeup and skincare. And it's so freaking fun. But again, I'll give you some more details when in the video for next. It'll probably go up next Wednesday, and I'm going to film it on Tuesday. So if you have any additional questions, there's a community post over on YouTube where you can ask any questions. There's already some questions that I've answered over there, but I'm going to put them in the main video. Like, is it gluten free? Is it gelatin free? You know, like all of those kinds of things. Like why I'm only shipping to the state of Maryland, because there's a very good reason. It's because I legally can't ship outside of Maryland. But we'll talk all about that in the main video on Wednesday is hopefully when that's going to go live. So yeah, is it vegan? No, they're not vegan. They're not vegan because I do use regular gelatin. I'm actually looking into using kosher gelatin, which would help some people with their, I believe it's halal, that they can't have regular gelatin. So I'm going to look into that. So yeah, so I'm going to do like a whole thing. And it's kind of cool, you know, like I've been doing the internet, the internet marketing, you know, not marketing, but like internet, you know, stuff for a long time. And I've met a lot of people and all of that. And it was just really cool that like nobody that came and bought them knew me from the internet. You know, the brand like stood on its own. Like, I don't want to be like the face of the brand. I wanted to stand on its own. I wanted to do its own thing. Like, I would love for people that, you know, I've known on social media, I would love for you to be able to buy them one day or, you know, when I launch the website. But I really wanted to be able to just be so good that it gets its own audience, that it gets its own social media following without having to like dip in as much to, I don't want it to be an influencer brand, you know? Like, I don't know. It's just a personal choice. Like, there's a reason why it's not called Jen Loves Marshmallows. You know, there's a reason why. I just, you know, it's not my thing. It's just not my thing. So yeah. I see some really, really great questions, and I'm going to go back through the chat and I will collect them and I will put them in the main video that's going live because I don't want to go too deep into all that because then what's the point of doing the full video if I just answer them all here. And I think I'll be more concise and organized in an edited video. So yeah, JK says we have a bakery here that makes marshmallows delicious. Yeah, they really are. They're incredible. They're nothing like, well, they are similar to store-bought in that they're a marshmallow, but what really makes them stand out is that they're creamier than store-bought marshmallows. They're creamier, they're softer, and they don't have that, like, you know, when you roast a marshmallow, how it's got like the film on the outside that toasts really nice. Like, these don't have that. Like, there's no like film on the outside, which, you know, if you eat a lot of marshmallows, sometimes they make your stomach hurt, you know. These do, at least in my opinion, for me personally, they have never done that for me. And I've binged a little bit here and there because they're so freaking good. They're really, really good. So yeah, and it's fun. It's just fun. And yeah, thriving and beyond. Plus, involve your entire family except for the the doggos, of course. Yeah, and the kids are really having a blast with it. Like everybody came to the market with me yesterday, and we all just had so much fun. Like, little John was in his element. He loved it. Lila loved it. Like, it was just. They had a blast, you know. So yeah. Yeah, Regina, are you going to more markets then? I'm local and I would love to come out and support you. Yes, I booked the next 6 weeks at the Maple Lawn Market. So I will be there for the next 6 weeks until the close of the season. I will be there. I was able to book it. I talked to the guy who runs it, and he bought a box, which was really sweet of him. And yeah, we just had a blast. And I got to be next to, if you remember, I did a shout out a while back for Nina's Cookie Explosion. During favorites and fails countdown. They were my hashtag not sponsored feature. And I actually met Nina because Lil John and I were shopping around farmers markets to try to find farmers markets that we might want to go to. And they were so nice and their cookies were incredible. And I just happened to end up at the same farmers market as Nina. So my booth was right next to Nina's and she bought marshmallows and I bought cookies. And then, you know, we chatted here and there throughout the whole thing. And it was fun. It was fun fun making friends. And then the guy next to me sold coffee. So his name is Enoch. And Enoch and I talked a bit. He gave us some iced coffee on the house, and we gave him some marshmallows. And yeah, it was cool meeting the people there. Everybody there is just really nice and very welcoming, very friendly. Yeah, it's a small market, but yes, we will be there. We will be there, and it should be fun. Oh, thank you so much, Molly. I appreciate you becoming a member of the Collective Green Elite. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. So yeah. Aw. Hi, Angie. Angie says, I was telling my youngest granddaughter about your marshmallows, and she yelled, "Ooh, mellows, yummy." Yeah. Yeah. They're really good. They're really good. Hopefully she'll be able to try them one day. That's the plan. Oh, Yasu Cherry says, yesterday I bought some homemade marshmallows from a small local business. I saw your post about yours this morning. Thank you. Yeah, they're hopefully you really enjoyed them. They're very good. They're very, very good. Like homemade marshmallows, it's a whole nother level from a store-bought marshmallow. Like one of the inspirations, and I'll talk about this in the main video, was okay. So Smashmallows is a company that sells bagged like gourmet marshmallows, and I bought them and I really liked them. Like I thought they were really good. I ate them, loved them, and then I made my own, and I was like, "Wow, Smashmallows are not good." I was like, "They're not good." Like compared to the ones that like when you make them fresh, and if you make them fresh, they'll be better than Smashmallows too. This isn't just me patting myself on the back. Like if you find a marshmallow recipe online and you make it, it'll be better than Smashmallows, guaranteed. Guaranteed. Like it's not just me; it's any homemade marshmallow recipe. Oh, thank you, Candy. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you. Thank you for becoming a member of the elite. I appreciate you. Your photo is completely, I'm pretty sure, Miss Candy, you've been around for a really, really long time. And you had a completely different photo the last time I saw you. If you're the same Miss Candy that I'm thinking of, and I think you are, because the older photos weren't as crisp and clear as this one. I think that you're the same Miss Candy. Hello, if you are. Hello. Thank you for being here. It's good to see you. Oh, and Nicole, thank you, Nicole. I appreciate you. Yes, JK, they are flavored. So the flavors that we brought to the market, which will change a little bit for next week, we brought s'mores, which sold out in the first 20 minutes. The s'mores ones were sold out. S'mores, white chocolate raspberry, mint chocolate chip, apple crisp macchiato, which was modeled after the Starbucks drink. And what was the other one? The last one. There were 5. S'mores, white chocolate raspberry, mint chocolate chip. I can't remember the 5th one off the top of my head. I can't remember. That's going to bother me. I can't remember. What was it? I have it in my photos. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Peanut butter cup. Why do I always forget peanut butter cup? That one's incredible. It's so good. It's so, so good. But yeah, they're flavored. They're flavored. I can make a plain one, but you know, it's a plain marshmallow. It's not as fun. Yay, Kara. Yes. So the website, we have the website set up, but we have no photos yet. If you do not know this about me, I am terrible with taking photos. I'm not good. That's why my Instagram is all about reality, because I cannot do anything other than reality. I am not good at Photoshop or like lighting and all of that. I've tried, like I have put some effort into it, and I don't have an eye for it. So I have not taken photos of the marshmallows yet. So next week, John and I are going to work really hard to get some good photos as I make the next batches for the next market next weekend. So, so once we get that up, at least a couple of photos, hopefully the website will be live, and you'll be able to buy them if you're in Maryland. And we'll talk about that more in the video, why I legally cannot sell you them if you live outside of Maryland. That's why. So, but I don't want to get into all that today. Oh, yes, exactly, Candy. See, I thought that was you. I thought that was you. We did start together. Yes, we did. I thought that was you. Marshmallow merch, hopefully one day. Hopefully one day. Not yet, but hopefully one day. I was actually talking to my trademark lawyer about that, about whether we wanted to do a merch trademark. So I don't know. Trademarks are really expensive. I look at those Kim Kardashian trademarks, like the list of trademarks of the things that she does, like she got the money for it. Trademarks are really expensive. gosh. Like, that's definitely the most expensive thing I've invested in is trademark. Like, ooh, Megan says, absolutely agree with homemade marshmallows. Made some spiced apple ones and they were amazing last winter. Good luck with the new venture. How exciting. Thank you, Megan. Thank you. They are really good. I'm curious to know how you flavored them. Ooh, I just got an idea. You just gave me an idea. You totally just gave me an idea. I just. I'm not gonna say it out loud, but I just got an idea. Because next week I'm working on my pumpkin spice one, so I really want to perfect that this week so I can bring pumpkin spice to the market next week. The key to the pumpkin spice is not to use pumpkin spice extract because it comes out tasting like cinnamon. It tastes like Red Hots. It was not my favorite. Let's just say that. So yes, I should write it down so I don't forget. See, you know me. You know I should write things down. Do I even have a paper? Yes, I do. I have paper in my trash here. My old WhatsApp and makeup notes. Okay. All right, I got it. You know me so well, Diana. You're like ADHD. Write it down. All right, I got it. Thank you so much. We don't have to talk about this the whole time. And I definitely will show you how they look. I don't have any. They're gone. I sold them all. They're all gone. If you really, really want to know what they look like, you can go over to my Twitter and scroll back enough. I think there's advanced search where you can type in marshmallow and my name. And whenever I tweeted the word marshmallow, and you should be able to see some photos, some older photos, but they definitely look a little different now. But in the full video, I'll have made some and I'll be able to show you. So yes, it's been very tricky to get it to taste like more like pumpkin than spice because using fresh ingredients is really tricky because they can't need to be refrigerated. In order for me to sell them, they can't need refrigeration. So I can't use like a pumpkin, like canned pumpkin, because if I used canned pumpkin, then they would need to be refrigerated because just the nature of canned pumpkin. So I can't use that. I have to figure out another way to get pumpkin flavor in, which is really hard. But I think I've got it. Oh my gosh, that sounds incredible. Mold cider marshmallows. It sounds really, really good. Yes. I tried to make a caramel apple one, and the caramel that I used got really hard, and those were awful. I rolled up little balls of caramel and put them in the marshmallow, and the texture was just, it was not good. It was bad. I've failed at more marshmallows than I have success. I've made more fails than success. And it's one of those things where when you really love something and you really want to do something, it sometimes can get very frustrating, all of the failure that goes into doing something that you love. But perseverance is definitely something that I've worked on throughout my life. It has not always been a strength. And I think ADHD has part to do with that, and the rejection sensitive dysphoria and I feel like that's contributed to my difficulty with perseverance, and something I really worked on. But this is something I really, really wanted. And it's a small little side thing that I am just having so much fun with, and it brings me joy. And I just want to encourage anybody, just because, I'm not saying that anybody needs my encouragement, but I really do feel like if you have something that you love, and that you want to do with your life, get busy living or get busy dying. That's why I wanted to wear this shirt today. Is just I feel like, we spend so many days saying we'll do something tomorrow, but it's like you don't necessarily have to do some tasks. Just seem so daunting. Like starting a business is so freaking daunting. I have a checklist of about 30 things that I needed to do, and it was so daunting writing that checklist. It's like I'm never getting all this stuff done, but you just have to do one step at a time. And as long as you take one step at a time and pat yourself on the back for that one step you took toward doing something you really want to do, you did it. You did it for that day. That's enough. And be happy with yourself that you did something, and then take another step the next day, even if it's a small step, and just keep going. until you reach the end. I mean, this isn't the end for Mad Marshmallows. This is really just the beginning. Like I'll talk about this in the video. My ideas for this, but I would love to do a subscription box one day. Like a Marshmallow of the Month subscription box. I think that would be so fun. I have so much experience with buying subscription boxes and getting them in PR and reviewing them. I would love to have one. I feel like I could crush a subscription box. I think that would be fun. But that's like way down the line. There's so many things I need to do in order to get there. But yeah, I mean, it's all about just breaking it down into pieces and just taking one step at a time. So I love this. Laura says you should make a mystery flavor called What's Up with Mallows. Instead of What's Up in Makeup. I love that so much. That's great. Yeah. That's great. I had an idea. Little John and I were sitting down because we've brainstormed this for a while. And we were sitting down because I read to him every night. So we were laying down and just, kind of not reading yet. And he was like, let's think of marshmallow flavors. And he was like, we should just do one called blue and just make it be a blue marshmallow. Because when you get blue candy, it's like, what's the flavor? I don't know. It's just blue. You get a blue slushie and it's like, what flavor is that? I don't know. Well, I mean, it could be like blue raspberry, but blue raspberries don't exist in real life. To my knowledge, it's just blue. It's like the flavor blue, So we've come up with all kinds of things. One of Lil John's ideas, which I absolutely loved, was to do a pride marshmallow. So it would be like a vanilla marshmallow and then have different colors of sugar and roll each side in a different color of rainbow sugar, which I thought was such a genius idea. He came up with that. And do it like for pride. And I thought that was awesome. I mean, it could be like a permanent thing too. So I don't want to like just do like a pride thing and just like capitalize off of Pride Month. I want to I think that would be cool to have it like come back multiple times in the year or just be a permanent one if it's good enough, if it tastes good enough. So I think that would be fun. So there's just so many things you can do. There's so many things. Julie, do you mold pans to make them? Okay, so I had to buy some custom pans. Really, all you need to make them is a flat-sided pan. So like I've used like a loaf pan, but it can't be rounded. Most of those pans are rounded because they're made for like cakes and stuff. It has to be like those straight sides or else you have to like slice the side off and then you lose all that marshmallow because it looks weird when it's curved on the side. So it just has to be like a flat side and then you pour the mixture in and it just hardens on its own. There's no baking. So like there's cooking involved, but no baking. Yeah. So, oh my gosh, you all are coming out with so many good ideas. Sea salt caramel from Lisa and unicorn marshmallows from Cindy, Sorority cookies and cream. Cookies and cream is like, it's going to be the death of me. I have made probably at least 8 batches of cookies and cream and they all suck. They're all terrible. Like I can't, I need to, because if you put too many cookies in, then it flattens the marshmallow. If you put not enough, then it's not cookies and creamy enough. So and I don't want to just top it with the cookies. I want it to be in the middle and I want the actual marshmallow to taste like the cream. Like I'm working on it, but I've made so many batches of those thinking cookies and cream and they all suck. So I'm still working on that. I did a cotton candy flavor, Lisa. I'm still working on that one too. It was too sweet. It was like straight, like it tasted like cotton candy, but it's like in a marshmallow form. It's like, it makes your teeth feel like they're going to fall out. It's way too sweet. So I need to figure out an alternative. So I've tried that one. Yeah. Trial and error. Okay. Jane says, try freeze-dried pumpkin powder. Packs a punch and flavor. It works for most fruit and vegetables. I didn't know that was a thing. Freeze-dried pumpkin powder. So my only question about that would be, would it melt in or would it be granulated? Because it has to like melt into it. Because I've tried that before, like putting like hot chocolate mix. That did not work. It was gritty. You do not want a gritty marshmallow. I'm telling you, I've failed way more than I've succeeded on this. You do not want a gritty marshmallow. It is nasty. So dried pumpkin powder is definitely something that I could try. It just would have to dissolve. So I'm going to have to look into that. But thank you so much for the suggestion. You all are so awesome. Chocolate peanut butter already exists. They're one of my main flavors and they're freaking phenomenal. They're so good. That one took a little while too, because getting the marshmallow to be peanut butter flavored, that worked out. I got it. Yeah. Scott Alicia says, kind of like trying to be a YouTuber. Oh, totally. I think it's like anything, when you start something new, it's that perseverance piece is huge. It really is. Um, yeah, it really is. Anna says, is putting gourmet marshmallows between graham crackers a sin? What does it taste like? I tried roasting them once and it was a disaster. It did not go well. They were not, because they don't have that like crusty outside that you need to have a good toasted marshmallow. I have not tried them personally smashed between graham crackers, but I needed to do that. What I want to do is I want to put them in the microwave and melt them between the graham crackers and see if you can do like a microwave version of a s'more. I think that would be good. Jen said, could you do a wine flavored? Yes. I will tell you, I did a bourbon flavored marshmallow. It's got other stuff in it too, but it is my favorite. It is my favorite. I just have to figure out how to do the ingredient list. Because I don't know how to put it on the ingredient list. Like I need to like look into that and make sure I do it right. So, because all of them have nutrition facts, they all have ingredient lists. They have to legally have ingredient lists. So I need to figure that out. I cooked all the alcohol out though. Alcohol has to be cooked out. I can't sell it unless the alcohol is cooked out. And that was a story in itself, was, how I almost set my house on fire. That was a thing. Making bourbon marshmallows. I don't even like bourbon. But these marshmallows were freaking phenomenal. They were so good. So good. All right, we are at the halfway point. So let's go ahead and take a break and then we'll get off the marshmallow topic and we'll talk about other things after the break. I'll tell you what's on my face today. So I already told you that this was on my face. This is the palette I'm going to be reviewing next week. I'm going to do that mega palette review. So it's going to be a shortened version of my typical palette reviews. Usually I do like the music swatches. I do a look with each thing. We're not going to go through all of that because it's going to be too long of a video. I'm doing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 7 or 8 palettes. So it's just going to be, I'm going to try to keep it under 25 minutes. 20 minutes would be ideal. And I'm going to show you the swatches and up close, but it's just not going to be like the live swatches that I normally do because it would be like a 2-hour long video. So this is going to be part of it. This is what I'm wearing on my eyes today. This is the Ouija palette by Hip Dot. And these are the shades. This is what I used today. I used this one, this shade is fun. And then this one here, let me show you this one. This one is like, it's got a little bit of a pink shift to it, but not so much that you can't pair it with everything else. So this is what I used on my eyes. And then on my cheeks today, this was sent in PR, this was purchased, the palette was purchased. This was sent in PR a while ago. This is Peach C. It's a K-Beauty brand. And this is their blush in Rose. And this is what's on my cheeks today. And then highlight, this was also sent in PR by Makeup by Mario. This is the Soft Glow Highlighter in Pearl is my highlight today. His highlight formula is so, so good. And then my lips I had trouble with today. I started off, I'll show you, I'll swatch these for you so you can see where I went today. So this is the Rare Beauty shade this is purchased. This is in Courage. This is where I started and it was too light. I needed it to be have a little more oomph. It was too close to my natural skin color for being on camera. I would probably have left it if I wasn't going to be on camera. So I added this one. This is also Rare Beauty and this is Appreciate. So I added a little bit of that to it. And that ended up like, that's what you see in the thumbnail. And then once for this video, and then once I looked in the camera, I was like, you know what? I really need to be a little bit warmer to like complement my eyes a little better. So I added one of my favorites. This is the Patrick Ta and She's Independent. And I ended up putting this on top of that. So that's what ended up. This is what my lips are today. All of the things, but you know how much I love mixing my lip colors. It was fun. I'm surprised they didn't end up just sliding off. But it worked out. It worked out. It was fun. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put that over to the side. And then, yeah, well, let's talk about something a little bit different. One thing I was thinking about when I was doing all of this is I feel like in life, it's really hard to understand the perspective of people that when you've never had that experience, when you've never walked in their shoes. It's so difficult to wrap your brain around the life experiences of a life you've never lived. And starting this business, it gave me really a good insight into what it takes to start a business really from scratch. And I told John, I was like, I want to do this on my own. Like, I will only ask for your help because he started a business before. I'll only ask for your help if I really truly feel like I can't do it on my own. So it was nice to have him as a backup, but I did, 95% of it without asking him, which was important to me to really feel like this was my baby, my business that I worked on and did by myself. So learning that from the insider point of view, I look at people like, Manny Mue and Laura Lee and Nikki Tutorials and, Kristen Dominique and all these people that have started these companies and how much crap they get or they've gotten for coming out with something boring or, just being another makeup brand or another skincare brand or whatever. And it's like, it breaks my heart just a little bit more because, now having that experience of all the things you have to do and how disciplined you have to be in order to do it. I mean, you know it mentally, but when you actually do it, it gives you a new level of respect for other people that have started small businesses and people that have grown small businesses to be huge. And it breaks my heart a little bit more how tough people are on those influencers for, maybe, oh, it's just like any other palette, or I can't believe Nikki's coming out with a skincare brand. She doesn't even do skincare. It's like, but Nikki is doing something that is good for the market, She doesn't want to create something that is just another palette, She's trying to do something that has a uniqueness to it. And that's admirable. Instead of just the cash grabbiness of coming out with Nikki Tutorials, highlighters, and eyeshadow palettes, to really try to bring something different. And I just have so much more admiration for all of the influencers that have come out with their own brands. And I hope that one day there's a little more kindness out there toward people who really are trying their best to just, do something that brings them joy. And bring something new and something fresh. And when it comes down to it, it's like if you don't want to support Nikki, or you don't want to support Manny, or you don't want to support Laura, you don't want to support Kristen or whoever else, or Toni Braxton, or, because Toni Braxton was in the What's Up in Makeup Today, or, Kylie Jenner or whoever, then you don't have to buy it. And let the people who want to buy it, and let the people be that created the products, unless they are harming people, unless they are, ripping people off and not giving people what they paid for. Let them be. Just let them be. Like, why? I don't understand why people have to be so hard on people who are just trying to create something that brings them joy, Kayla, thank you so much for becoming a member of the Collective Brain Elite. I appreciate you. Thank you, Kayla. I almost missed it. Let me go ahead and scroll way down because I've been talking for a really long time. Yeah, here we go. Angie. Look at Desi Perkins and Jackie Aina. They started their own lines that had nothing to do with makeup. So no one worries, Jen. Not everything needs to revolve around makeup just because you're a makeup YouTuber. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. I didn't want to come off that way that I was worried at all. It's just, even this is the thing about my business is it's like, even if I just sell at farmers markets to people that are local, that will bring me joy. I don't need to be like, I don't need, I'm just having fun and living my best life and creating things that I enjoy. So yeah. And looking at Desi Perkins and Jackie Aina and the things that they have accomplished, I just have a new level of respect. I had respect. I had a lot of respect, but I have a new level of respect. VK said, everyone loves and supports the influencer until the moment they launch their own brand. And I've noticed that too. When they've got a collab with a brand or launched a brand, people tend to turn on them. And it's just so sad because it shows initiative. It shows how hardworking they are when they start their own brand, So Tanya says, I would watch a Mad Marshmallow vlog 100%. I actually started a Mad Marshmallows YouTube channel. I don't know if it will ever have anything on it, but it's just Mad Marshmallows on YouTube. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I wanted to make it exist. So it does technically exist. So yeah. Oh, great question. Sailor, what are your favorite small business highlighters? Sydney Grace makes a really good highlighter. I'm trying to think like small business because I love the Makeup by Mario, but I wouldn't call him a small business. I mean, he just started it on his own. I don't know if I would call. I mean, I guess technically he is a small business, but he's Mario, so I don't know if people would consider that. Off the top of my head, the only one I can think of right now is Sydney Grace, but I'm sure there's more. I'm sure there's more. So yeah. Ooh, Stacy, great idea. You can all absolutely make s'mores in the microwave. We do it all the time. Just put the top, don't put the top on cracker on until the end. That's great advice. Thank you for that. Oh, Thriving Beyond said, and the time commitment alone. I gave up YouTube sticking with Twitter only relationship content mainly because of the time commitment required. It is a lot of time. And I think that, people look at these passion projects that people do that, maybe aren't the biggest money makers. Starting a YouTube channel is not a big money maker. Usually you end up in the hole. Starting a small business. I mean, I am in the hole a lot right now. It's going to take a lot of marshmallows to pay for what I've already spent. So, just the trademark alone is going to take me a very long time to get my money back on that. And so it's the money commitment, it's the time commitment. And I think that whenever you're doing something to follow your passion, I think that that's, it's admirable to do that. Absolutely. Yeah, Jen says, I think we can just not buy things we don't want. Why do we need to broadcast it? I don't know. I mean, I think for the sake of conversation, I think some people just want to have a conversation about it, which is fine, which is fine. I think it's when it goes to being mean, when it goes from, um, you know, I probably won't buy Nikki tutorial. Somebody's saying this because I might still buy something from Nikki. I haven't yet, but I might still buy the highlighter. But if somebody said, I don't think I'm really interested in this product, like that's one thing. But to be like, oh my gosh, she's such a cash grab. She doesn't care about doing this, and she's an awful person, and blah blah blah. That's when I'm like, come on, chill. You know. Like I think having a conversation about whether you will or won't buy it is 100% like understandable and perfect and wonderful and amazing. It's just when it turns mean, people can be so mean. Why do people have to be so mean? Why you gotta be so rude? I know. Lori's like, positivity and kindness. What a notion. I know, right? I know. I told the chat moderators last week what it was and sent them the logo and everything, and they were so supportive. They're gonna get boxes when I work on my more fall flavors. I'm gonna be working on some holiday flavors and some fall flavors, and all the chat moderators are getting boxes. I'm excited for them to try them. Yeah. Maybe, Robin, people are often a hater because they're frustrated with their own creative impulses. Maybe. Or maybe they have, they just don't get it. Maybe they don't get it. I don't know. Oh, thank you, Jeanette. Jeanette says I look beautiful. Thank you. I love your profile picture. You look beautiful. um okay, sorry. Hold on a minute. Okay. I'm just reading comments and some of them are a little long, so I'm trying to like see. Okay, here we go. This is a good one. Casey says Jackie's candles are the best I've ever had in my house, and I'm a bougie candle snob. She really snapped with Forever Mood. Love her. I bought one of Jackie's candles at launch, and I still have it because it takes forever to burn. It's not like I've been burning it, consistently. Of course it would be gone by now, but I'm like kind of savoring it. They're pricey, but they're oh my god, I got the cake one. It's fabulous. It really is, and the scent throw is really nice. I love Candles by Victoria, but the scent throw is very, very strong. So I even said when I did my collab with Candles by Victoria is if you have a small apartment or something, you probably don't want to buy them because they just have too much scent. I feel like Jackie did a really nice job with her scent in that it's got a really nice scent throw, but it's not overpowering. So like I personally love a really big, like a lot of scent, but I know that's not for everybody. It gives people headaches and stuff. And I think Jackie really nailed that. Makeup says, as a business owner, I have so much respect for other entrepreneurs. Will support you 100%. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. And you will never hear me coming on here and saying, please buy my marshmallows to support me. I will never do that to you. It will never happen. I'll let you know and I will give you the information. And if you want to buy them, I would love if you would try them because I think you would love them. But if you don't, that's okay too. Like, I will never pressure you into buying anything from me ever. I never have and I never will because you're an adult and you know how you want to spend your money. And I'm not, I'm not in the business of trying to convince you. Which is probably not great business sense because bigger businesses are really good at convincing people to buy things, and that is not me. That will never happen. I'm just going to give you the info, and I will hopefully take some good pictures that will maybe convince you to buy them. But it's like I'm not going to take misleading pictures. I'll take pictures of what they actually look like. Rachel says, wait, don't you always say that companies aren't people? Yes, I do say that. Let's talk about this for a second. So companies aren't people. Yes, because especially the bigger the company gets, like I'm talking about Estee Lauder, okay? There are so many people that are behind Estee Lauder that you can't say that Estee Lauder, like what happens is like, okay, so for example, let me give you an example. So like Becca and Smashbox, okay? So Estee Lauder owns Smashbox and Becca, okay? Becca's going out of business, but they know that some of their products, Becca's products are very, very popular. So they released the Instagram photo. We talked about this last week. Smashbox hearts Becca, and that Smashbox, implying that Smashbox is a person who loves Becca so much that they're going to take on some of their products. It gives the impression that Smashbox is a person with feelings and emotions and is sad about Becca going out of business. Therefore, they're going to help save some of their products. So that's what I'm saying as far as companies aren't people, is when they start trying to humanize their brand and make them seem like they're a person. So like they might put up like a meme of, are you tired of Fridays? Or don't you love Fridays? Or just another manic Monday or something, trying to show that the brand has the same feelings that you do, that they're actually a human being. When they're large companies, that's what I'm talking about when we're saying companies aren't people. But when you're talking about a small business and you're talking about having respect and kindness for the brand owners and brand launches and things like that, that's not really, it's more just, see, how do I explain this? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, it's a small business run by one person. So in that way, it is kind of a person versus when you're talking about a large corporation. You know what I'm saying? It's really hard to like wrap my brain around what I want to say. Like, I know in my heart what I want to say, but it's like, it's hard to explain it and put it in words. Maybe some people will be able to help me with that, with how to explain that. So like Mad Marshmallows is not a person. It's not a person. The social media will not be human. But when I talk about it as my brand, I am a person and I am a human, you know? Lunar Beauty is not a person, but when Manny talks about it, Manny's a person and a human being. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if that makes sense. So, oh, Kaleidos highlighters. I've never tried Kaleidos highlighters. I don't think that I remember. No. I've tried their lip products and I've tried their eyeshadow, but I've never tried their highlighters, but that's great to know. And Cleona, I don't think I've ever tried their highlighters either. All right, let's go ahead and scroll down. Okay. So this is a little bit off topic, but I wanted to address this. Kim says she can't do a giveaway for marshmallows unless you live in Maryland. She can't ship out of state. I actually can ship out of state. I just can't sell out of state. Someone can't purchase and then I ship it out and ship it out of state. Someone can purchase from out of state, but they would have to have a Maryland address for me to ship it to. I can't ship a purchased product out of state. But I can ship them. I've shipped them to many people out of state. It's just they didn't buy them. They were gifts. So I could technically do a giveaway. I could technically. Yes. Courtney says, I appreciate that you're taking this new adventure step by step and slowly, not just jumping into everything. You're really thinking it through. And that says a lot about you and your business sense. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. I really want them to be amazing. I want everybody that gets them to be like, wow, I've never tasted anything like this. This is incredible. I want to buy these for my friends and family because they will enjoy them too. I want to buy them as gifts. I want to buy more for myself. Like, I want when people to run out to be like, man, those were really good. Nancy says, as a Marylander, we love this product and put it on everything. Wonder what Old Bay marshmallows would taste like. Savory marshmallow flavors. You know what? That could be a thing. You know, like Jelly Belly, how they have like the like nasty marshmallow, not marshmallow, nasty jelly beans. Like that could be a thing. You know, making like potato flavored marshmallows and Old Bay marshmallows. I saw a shirt when I was at the beach, Nancy, that I almost bought, but I didn't like the cut of it. But it said I put Old Bay on my Old Bay, and it had like a faded out picture of Old Bay. I still like, I kind of regretting I didn't buy it because I do put Old Bay on my Old Bay. It's a seafood seasoning, if you're not familiar, that originates from Maryland because we have our Maryland crabs here. Yeah, Mallory says we live in a consumer world. We praise successful people. But why do we consider influencers creating brands a cash grab? And this is the way that it's been explained to me. So see if you think this makes sense. So the way it's been explained to me is that, and I appreciated this, is that when a brand just starts, they're relying on their product to sell it. Where when an influencer starts a brand, they are relying on their social media presence to sell it rather than the quality of the product. So it seems disingenuous in that, you know, it's not the quality that's selling it, it's the social media presence. So, but where I kind of, you know, see that in a different light is like, how is that different than Gucci makeup or, Hip Dot with their branded stuff, or, Color Pop with their Hocus Pocus. I mean, we're using something that doesn't, well, I guess it is different because they've already established their brands. And if you're a fan of like Gucci makeup or Gucci products, maybe you'll be a fan of Gucci makeup. But I don't know. I feel like it's just another, I don't know. I do see that perspective though. Like the more I say out loud my thoughts on it, I do see that perspective, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the quality of products is bad. And I think that looking at these influencer created brands, I can't think of hardly any, I won't say any, but hardly any that were of poor quality. Most of them are very, very good quality. At least the ones that I've tried. And I've tried a lot of influencer brands. Most of them are very good quality and they do stand on their own. And I think people just get annoyed that they're getting a jump because of their social media presence. Which kind of like thinking about it now, it's like that's kind of, I'm not doing that with my brand. So that's kind of, like that's, I didn't even like the more I'm processing, live chat is so cool because like you can see my wheels turning. And it's like when I realize things, like you can see it happening live. But yeah, I mean, I think also it's people that already have a preconceived notion about an influencer. They already have decided how they feel about that influencer, and they let that leak into how they feel about the brand, whether they like that, who that influencer has shown themselves to be prior to the launch. And that's separate from the quality of the product. It just becomes a lot more complicated, I think. Oh, Sailor, how about later on the holiday season after spooky season, you could do a peppermint marshmallow dipped in chocolate? We do have a mint chocolate chip right now, but I have a holiday mint one that I'm gonna be working on. It's gonna be an easy one though. This one I know I've got this one down. Like I know how to make this one. Yes. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Dark Angel says, I would love to hear you say, get 10% off my Mad Marshmallows. Use code GenLoves. LOL would be the best. Yes. Use code GenLoves for 10% off. We can even name one of the marshmallows code GenLoves. And then another marshmallow 10% off. That's a play off of James Charles. Just, case. It's just a joke. It's just silly joke. I don't think that would happen, but it's kind of funny. Yeah, D's interesting. This is interesting, D. Hi, D. D says The Good Place, it covers unintended consequences. Yeah, I love The Good Place. If you haven't seen The Good Place, it's a little weird. Some of the episodes are really weird. But I enjoyed like the final end game kind of moral, like the moral of the story at the end. I really enjoyed. It covers unintended consequences. You can do something you think is good, like purchase from a brand, but the brand owner may have done bad things. Does it make you bad to buy from? No, especially if you didn't know. I think if you didn't know, I don't think it necessarily makes you a bad person. It's just you made a choice of what to do with your money, and that's just, it's a choice. I mean, I truly believe that as adults, we have a right to do what we want to do with our money. And, I'm not going to judge other people. I'm going to judge myself, and what I choose to do. I choose personally not to buy, to try to avoid buying from brands where the person icks me out. That's what I do. That's my personal choice. If I feel like the brand owner is somebody that I'm not a fan of, then I probably won't buy from their brand. I mean, a lot of it is there's just so many good, solid brands that I really want to try products from. Like, why would I spend money on products from somebody that I'm not a fan of, you know? So, like, it would be weird if people that weren't fans of mine bought my marshmallows. That would be weird. Like, why would you want to do that? I wouldn't buy it if I didn't like me. So yeah. I mean, I think our individual human rights in today's society sometimes are crushed by people that are trying to control. And I think that we all need to decide freely who we want to support, because that's our right as human beings to spend our money how we want to spend our money. And it's not my right to say that someone else is a bad person because of how they chose to spend their money. That's their choice. It's not my business. But I need to hold myself accountable for what I think I need to do. It's all about the individual person. I think too many people these days are all up in too many other people's business. That just in general, as a general statement, it's like people are too concerned about other people's business. It's not their business. It's my opinion. Yeah, Jane says the whole point of having the face of the company is to make that business into a person. That makes the mistake of the person into the failure of the company. Yes. Oh my gosh. And I think Morphe really felt that. I think Morphe really felt that when a lot of the influencers that they were partnering with started making very large public mistakes. I think that definitely is a thing. And that's why I definitely do not want to be the face of my company. Nope, nope, nope. Not to say I won't be, doing anything. Like, I definitely want to show, like, on TikTok, I started a TikTok, the marshmallows coming together because it is so freaking satisfying. Like, all of the little things of marshmallows coming together to be marshmallows is like so satisfying, especially when it fluffs up, like, and it gets all fluffy and it's so satisfying. So I might be in some of those videos, like, showing it, but I'm not going to be like, hi, I'm Jen from the YouTube channel Jen Love. You should go buy my marshmallows. My company. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. No, not going to happen. Yeah, I should do. You know what, Kat? I really should do a giveaway. I should. I need to get my feet on the ground first. Like, I still feel like I'm trying to figure out so many things. Like, so I need to get my feet on the ground. Once I get my feet on the ground, I definitely want to do a giveaway. That's something I'll put on my checklist. Let me put on my checklist right now. Because I have a checklist. Where is it? Okay. Mad Marshmallows checklist. So the last thing I have on my checklist of all my things is I need to get business cards, and I need to finish setting up my social medias because I need to do Facebook because I hate Facebook. I hate Facebook. Except for my hunters. I love my hunters. But other than that, I hate Facebook. So I've been dreading setting up the Facebook. I have the account. I didn't put anything on it yet. So let me add on here. Hold on. Let me add on here giveaway. Oh, come on. What just happened? Okay. Giveaway for YouTube. All right, it's on the list. All right, Kat, it's on there. It's on my list of things to do so I don't forget. Yes, Mama Goonie. Yes, possible giveaway. Not a promise, but the possibility is there. Yes, I would love to. Ooh, Lisa. Any Christmas launches catching your eye? Because really they're all like, I don't know why we even call them holiday launches because we are not seeing anything but Christmas. Like, I wish they would, like, as someone who half my family is Jewish, I would love to see Passover palettes, and like, because it's like Passover is such an important holiday. And like, people don't even give the love and respect to Passover that they need to. Like, Passover is huge. All those fall holidays, like some of them are, stronger, importance than others from what I understand. But like Hanukkah gets so much like attention and it's not even like, from what my brothers told me, not even that major of a holiday. But like, what about a Hanukkah palette? Like, come on, Festival of Lights. Like, we can't do Festival of Lights highlighters. Really? Come on, So, and other holidays, Kwanzaa stuff and all of that. All we see is Christmas. It's odd. But anyway, Christmas launches that are catching my eye, not so far. I would imagine we're going to see a lot more next week. Last week it started. This week, next week, it's going to start slowing down right around Halloween, ironically, because usually you think of after Halloween is when holiday season starts, not with makeup. That's when it starts slowing down. We're going to see less launches in November than we see now in late September for holiday. So yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on it and see, but nothing so far that's really like, yes. I mean, like the ColourPop Hocus Pocus looks super cool. I wish they had that black flame candle with some smaller sets. Like, I was thinking about getting like the palette, and there was like a set that had the palette. Oh, and the eye stamp. It had the eye stamp. I thought that would have been cool. I have an equality eye stamp. That's the only one that I have. But people don't understand what it is. When I wear my equality stamp, people are like, why do you have smudges on your eyes? Because it's just an equal sign. And people are like, they don't get that it means equality. So I haven't used it very much. But yeah, I love the spider stamp. Those stamps are fun. But I decided not to get it. I decided to pass on it. Even though this stuff is really cute. Really, really cute. Oh, Lana, maybe. How about a trade? I'll make and send some homemade salsa and you send marshmallows. Sure. Let's talk about it, Lana. Let's talk about it. Do you do Twitter DM? We can talk about it through Twitter DM or Instagram DM. We'll talk about it. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. Yes, Kat. So, you'll be in town Saturday, October 30th. Supposedly that's going to be a really busy market day. That's what the guy who runs it says. I should be at the market that day. That's the plan. Can I place and pick up an order? That is not set up, but the market does have that where you can pre-order things. I don't have that set up yet, so I will keep you posted. You can also send me a Twitter DM or an Instagram DM. Well, wait, you know what? I have my Instagram DM shut off and I don't want to turn them on. So I don't know if you have Twitter. Or you can email me at jenlovesreviews@gmail.com. And we can work that out. And I can let you know when it's set up because the market does have something like that. Like, they had a huge like $100 order yesterday where they ordered some vegetables and they ordered some bread and they ordered some, other things. Yeah, we'll work it out. Are you planning to expand where you ship to? Yes, I would love to. I can't legally. I can't sell out of state, unfortunately. So yeah. Oh my goodness. Sandy, buttered popcorn marshmallows. How interesting. Oh my gosh, we're 3 minutes over. How do I do that? How do I do that? I'll figure it out. I'll figure out a way. I don't know how, but I'll figure it out. That's such a good idea. I'm writing that one down. How fun would that be? All right, I got it. I wrote it down. That's a good idea. I love that, Sandy. Thank you. All right, I gotta go. I don't want to go. I'm having so much fun. I love hanging out with you all so much. I love it. Yeah. Yes, Maryland Spice Marshmallows, Tiffany. Hi, Tiffany. Yes, Heather. Okay, one more question. What would your logo look like? Have you done the branding colors? Yes, my logo is done. I actually did a logo contest on, I forget the name of the website. I can't remember. But there was a website where people all over the world, like you put up how much it costs, like how much you're gonna pay for it. And I did the standard rate for a logo, which I think was like $400. And I did like a contest for the logo design, and everybody submitted. It was like 25 people that submitted different logos, and it was down to two. And I really wanted something that was simple, something that could be branded easily. And my kids love anime, so when it looked a little bit closer to anime, like it just felt like my family, because like my family's so into that, and it felt right. And it's a Mad Hatter theme. I'm not sure if you can see it in the photo, but I'll show you. It's a Mad Hatter theme. So this girl is kind of modeled after, well, it's supposed to be like Mad Hatter, so like Mad Marshmallows. It's all supposed to be like a little crazy, and I absolutely love the logo. It is just so fun, and once I get into the website, I really want it to be a super fun, like childlike, website where it's just brings you joy to look at it. So that's the color schemes of it, and I love the logo so much. I love her little eyeshadow on the side, and I didn't even tell them to do that. They just put that in there. It's a woman out of Singapore that designed it, and it's just really fun, and I fell in love with it. Again, it was between that one and another one that was it was a little too detailed. The details were super cool, but as far as a logo, I feel like logos need to be a little more simple than what she had designed. But it was cool. It was neat. I loved it, but I could only pick one, so that's the one I picked. And I love her. She needs a name though, so if you have any suggestions, let me know, because she needs a name. So anyway, thank you, Heather, for the question. All right, so if you have any other questions about the brand, again, I'm filming on Tuesday, so feel free to leave them below, and I will compile them for the video. And Anna, okay, I said it was gonna be the last thing, but this is something Little John and I have talked about too, a supernatural themed marshmallows, and it would definitely be pie. We were thinking about like an apple pie flavored marshmallow for supernatural. I think that would be good. So maybe one day. All right, my friends, I'm gonna go. Mad love to you. Thank you for being here. And yeah, I'll keep you posted and look out for that video on Wednesday. So yeah. All right, I'll talk to y'all soon. Mad love. Have a great week. Bye.